Stop Asian Hate has been the movement started and really picked up pace at the beginning of the pandemic due to acts of racial hatred against people of Asian background or Asian ethnicity. How would you attempt to address Asian hate? And a side note, if you just think of a sub-pocket that you haven't written yet, go ahead and feel free to add one, or add some, just keep going.
Okay. Everyone, you have experience. I have experienced racism because of my race. And I feel like
I like where you're going with this. I think it's a little too general. So when you were saying, I have experienced racism, at that part, I would have liked to hear about like a specific example of racism that you experienced. In what ways do you see we are potentially lacking in engaging other people outside of, let's say Chinatown specifically, because Asians, spread out. There's a lot of us. So specifically Chinese, what is there a particular idea you have in mind, maybe, or if not, can you think of one now of ways we could reach out to other people to help them learn more about Chinese culture?
in school, like, we learned so much about, like, white or, like, African American history, like, learning about the history.
That's actually a really interesting perspective, in that our history seems to be mostly passed down through storytelling, directly from generations above us, and that's something that could potentially be lost because now, like, you were born here, I was born here. Oh, I assume you were born here.
Yeah.
And I was born here, so unless our parents or grandparents are in the picture and able to share these stories with us, they might just be lost.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you the question again, and let's see how you potentially answer it differently.
Okay. My experience went through my other say. An example would be in school I was going and our friendship was like playful and connected. At times, so I didn't see it as really an issue at the time. And when something was happening, she then came.
I like it.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a really good answer. All right. So do you kind of see how the difference between your first and second answer? So the next question is, in San Francisco's Chinatown, as well as in Chinatowns around the United States, there is a huge homeless population.
Tried out things like swing, dances, piano, and dance, and through that I was able to choose dance as something I would continue to do, and able to do now as a career.
Okay, so I liked how you started the answer, and I think what could be improved is at the end of your answer, you could tie in your personal life example back to what you originally were answering. So let's try the question again.
So that they can live a more fulfilled life.
Yes. Okay, that sounds much better. It was specific. And then for the talent and showmanship competition, so we're trying to work with them on the stage still. I don't know if they haven't figured that out yet, but hopefully by December they'll have an answer, since they said that they will.
Okay.
And then free verbal communication, so Q&A. So you're still looking for an evening gown. Did you end up finding anything else on top of that?
No, I haven't. I went to Windsor again and they didn't have anything, but I may like go look at like some stores when I come back home too.
Okay, so do you have any other questions for today's session?
I don't think so.
Okay, sounds good. I look forward to seeing you on the 23rd. And if you want to go shopping for a dress sooner than that, let me know. Just text me, and then if I'm available, then I'll join you.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool. All right.
Okay,
see ya.
thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, so today is another pageant day, and today is an in-person pageant day, so
Yeah, okay. That could be an option. Basically the same thing.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Saying, bad bitch, put your hands up high.
Oh, great. So, briefly review your pockets, and then I will ask you some questions.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit.
All right, you ready? Okay, so put down your laptop, and then I'm going to ask you some of the questions that I've already asked you before and see how you do with them. Why do you think you should be the next Miss Chinatown USA?
When you're in the mood for empathy, is good.
like leadership, being a role model.
I really wanna show you off. Fuck that, I'm full of plenty of champagne, cold nights.
Okay, great. How if you had conflict with another contestant, how would you resolve it?
Nigga don't approach you with that Atari. Nigga that ain't good game home is sorry. They say conversation, rule a nation. I can tell, but I could never right my wrongs unless I write it down for real. P.S.
I feel like I still don't really know how to like use my pockets for this one.
Okay, yeah. So you, as an example, you could. One way to easily transition into any example is just to simply say, as an example, when I first joined my dance group, I wrote letters to. I wrote a note and gave each one of them a pack of chocolate kisses to show my gratitude and to reach out. And I extend that. I hope to continue. I hope that in any scenario where I have conflict with other people, I hope to reach out. I will proactively reach out to them to try to resolve it. Yeah, something like that. I hope.
I feel like it's like,
And then,
messy, but
yeah, it's messy for now. Don't worry about it. We'll clean it up. So this is good. And then maybe to transition into the greetings, being like, I hope everyone stays resilient throughout going forward as well. And then you could say the greetings. Okay, let's try that one more time. Okay, good. I think there's one thing that I'd like to hear a little bit more was when you said the last sentence about what you did during the pandemic. You cut out the part about saying that now you're a professional dancer. Yeah. So I'd like to hear that you round out that sentence by saying, I'm proud to say I'm now a dancer with Madison Ballet. And I know you already said that before in like the earlier parts of your intro, but it was kind of like a story, and so I would like to hear the end of the story.
okay.
Yeah? Okay, let's start from the top.
Okay.
Very good. Yes. Okay. Now we're going to work on the presentation itself. Even though you're trying to get your voice into the mic, your goal is to really project out to everyone else. as though like there is no mic and you really have to pull it out of your chest. The other thing is I'd like to see your hands be more comfortable. So I know you're a little bit nervous now, it's totally fine, we're just starting. So okay, we'll pause there. So we don't need to say the whole intro now, so we're just gonna go into how you execute. Now I like it when you intro, you say 大家好, like you are very welcoming and you're opening yourself up to everyone. Now when you continue, you start off powerful and then your voice slowly pulls back a little bit into more of a conversational voice. I can still hear you, but I'd like you to still be very powerful throughout the whole intro. Yes! Okay, let's move on. All right, let's go. Now let's see even more swing and like kind of swoop it up. That's a lot. That's good. All right. So, generally, how we like one common way to like build a video is to say how. Okay, so like you have your intro and then build up, and then this is where your climax is, and then lessons learned, and then come back full circle into like the theme. Remind them of the theme of the video, and then say like, in conclusion, this, like the resilience means this to me, or something like that. So, given how we kind of build this up, like this is almost your life story. No matter what the theme of the video should be, like at the end of it, it's basically like all this pageant, like a pageant should be about you. So you're showcasing yourself. So what is your climax in life currently? What's your top point in life?
Being in the dance company.
Yes.
Right.
And then so now we could go either this direction, depending. So for now, right, for our notes. So what are some lessons that you learned, or let's go backward. So then build up. What led you to being able to join this dance company? Perfect. Awesome. Okay, now intro. Perfect. Okay, now for the climax, let's add a little bit more detail about like at the dance company, how you first like introduce yourself to like how you get the bag of kisses and the note to mug, and then anything else that's memorable from your experience so far with the dance company. Okay, great. Now, lessons learned. So it's not necessarily just like what lessons you learned, but also maybe some takeaways that people could have about you. Like at the end, I realized that I am strong, that I am perseverant, stuff like that. And then anything that you learned throughout the time, put there.
Now, overall theme. So now let's just, actually, this is already a lot of content. This is great. Okay.